Hello. Welcome everyone. Today we are going to learn system testing. Some people are calling it a end-to-end testing. We will discuss system testing with the real-time example, and later on we will discuss when can we perform the system testing after small intro. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.
Camera rolling action.
First thing is, what is system testing? So whenever entire software or entire system is ready, by that time we are going to perform a system testing or end-to-end testing. Let's say we are working on a complex product and we have approx 10 to 11 modules. Different teams are working on different modules. So by that time, once actual module development work is done, and then they will push their code to the higher environment and integrate all the modules with each other. By that time we can say we have integrated entire software or entire product. By that time we will go with the system testing. So we will understand what system testing is. For that we need to understand system. So let's take an example of Tinder. I guess many of us know Tinder, right? So basically Tinder is a dating application. So in Tinder, basically what happened, we have here two users. This is my first user and this is B user. So basically what we are going to do in Tinder, first, once we are going to install the application, by that time we will first sign up to the application. So before sign up here, let's say we have a gateway, because whatever we are talking with, this is client means mobile application. Let's say this is my mobile application and we are talking to the server. So in between there is a gateway. Let's say this is my gateway. So whenever I am going to hit the sign up APIs, by that time I will send sign up request to gateway and gateway will transfer to the appropriate service. Let's say gateway is transferring my request to the sign up service. Sign up, and along with the sign up service there will be a small database for the sign up. Once sign up is done, later on we are going to upload the photo. So let's say in Tinder we can upload up to 5 photos. So we will upload the photos and we will update the profile. So let's say here again we are hitting the upload photo API, upload photos. It will go to the gateway will transfer to the appropriate service, and let's say this is my photo storage API, photo storage service. So here I can upload my 5 photos. It will come here and it will store in the appropriate DB for the photo storage, and once I will get the acknowledgement after successfully uploading the photo. I will get the acknowledgement to the client 200, or usually we will see photo uploaded successfully or profile picture has updated successfully. So like this kind of we will get the acknowledgement. Now here one thing is there in Tinder. If you are using the Tinder, you should know in Tinder we can upload only up to 5 photos. So they will figure out based on the, so how, for example, how they are going to store. Let's say in database they are creating a one row. In that there will be a unique entry and username. So whatever, let's say my username is a test Tinder. So this will be my username. So here along with my username, here it will be a username, and they are somewhere they are counting. So whenever I upload the first photo, by that time it will be 1. If I am going to upload the second photo, they will increase by 1. So it will be 2. So like that they are managing the count. Once photo is getting uploaded, but later on we are going to search the profile. So there should be some particular APIs for the, or some particular services for the searching. So we will, those service, let's say this is search service, and they will this service will link to be maybe sign up, or they are getting data from somewhere. So let's say this service also has database, and whenever I am going to search anywhere, once my profile is created, I will be on my home screen and I will get the notification. So notification or suggestion based on my area. So they are going to apply the filter. Let's say I'm staying in the Bangalore. I'm interested in female. So first criteria is Bangalore, second criteria is female, third criteria is, let's say I'm looking for someone who is an engineer, or for certain age group, let's say I'm looking for 25 to 30. So there are many more criteria like that. So based on that I will apply the filter, and based on that I will get the suggestion in my profile. So again I will call the search service APIs whenever I'm going to look for the match profile. So by that time, based on this criteria, I will get the suggestion on my screen. And last step is match. So we all are know, right? There is a swipe right and swipe left. If I like some profile, then I will send invite to them. So there will be one more service, which is the match profile. So here again I will call this, and there is a match profile service. Basically this will store the data of the profiles. So let's say I'm going to match something, and all the data will get stored here, and there will be a database. Along with this service there will be a database. So how they are going to search or they are going to store the data. So let's say profile A and profile B get matched. So they are simply going to map the data like that. A and B got mapped, they found the map, and once we found the match, then congratulations, we are good to go. We'll go with the dating and blah blah blah. Okay, whatever. So like that they are going to store the data. So this is how basically at higher level Tinder work. Now we will see, suppose we want to perform the system testing or end-to-end testing, how we can perform the end-to-end testing on Tinder. So basically my first test cases should be, let's say I'm going to install the application, and once application installation is done, later on I will go with the sign up flow. So my first is sign up to the application. Once sign up is done, what I'm going to do, I'm going to upload the photo. So here upload profile picture or photos. Third step will be, I will apply the filter based on my need. So apply filter. Fourth will be, I will look for the matching profile. So I will go swipe, and I will go left, and I will go right. So swipe for the match data. So this will be my first test. This is my first system end-to-end test cases to match the profile. What can be my next test cases? Let's say I got matched the profile, and now I want to go forward with the chatting. I want to chat with whoever I have matched with, or there should be a chat module between these two guys. So what they will do, simply they have logged into application. Now if they want to start with the sign up again, that is not fair, right? They have already signed up. So basically what they are going to do, they are going to log into the application. So scenario will be, log into the application. First I will log into the application, then there will be some match module. Let's say here from some data, they are going to get the data from the match. So whenever they are going to hit the API by gateway, they will get the data from the match profile, and they will go to that module, and they will find match data. So let's say go to match module and find appropriate name, and then we are going to start chatting. So let's say A user is going to chat with the B. So chat with B or message to B. So this is my end-to-end second scenario. Now why we are saying this is a system testing? Because there are different teams. Let's say in sign up some team is working. Photo storage, there are different teams of working. Search service, there is a different team. For match profile, there is a different team. For messaging, there should be another services will be for a message. So for message, there are different team. There are different people are working. So once everything is done, by that time they will push data into the higher environment, and they will integrate each and every services, and they will get the data. They will exchange the data using the gateway. So in real-time application, there should be actual gateway. End user directly cannot hit the microservices or any server. If they are going to hit directly to the server will go down at any point of time. So for that, they have backup. They are using the gateway, Even for the database, they are going to use the sharding concept. There are many advanced concepts. So they are going with. Now we understood how we can perform the end-to-end testing. To perform the end-to-end testing, we should have a proper product knowledge. If we don't have proper product knowledge, then it is difficult to perform the end-to-end testing, and it is difficult to understand the application itself. We will understand what is a higher environment, how we can say we are going to higher environment, and then we can test the data. So let's say we have this module. First is my sign up, second is photo services, third is search service, fourth is match profile, and fifth one is a message services. Now different teams are working. They are having, for each team they are having a different server. Let's say for sign up there are two different teams. So for sign up, one developers are working on sign up and testers are also working on a sign up. Even similar way for the photo storage, there are developers and there are testers. So there will be for each microservices or for each team, let's say there is a different server. So what happens? Developer will work on the different server. This is the smaller size of the server with smaller capabilities, because they are going to run only photo storage APIs or photo storage services. So first will be, whenever developer will develop the code, they will deploy in the dev environment. So this is the minimum layer of the server. Later on, once developer will think application is stable or this small service is stable, they will deploy into the test environment. So let's say the similar code they will deploy into test environment. From that time, tester will going to start on the photo storage services. Now here they will perform the functional testing, integration testing. Let's say they have integrated with another service, so they will perform the integration testing. But still, all remaining services are not up to the mark. Their other teams are still working on that, so they cannot perform the end-to-end testing. Now when every team has developed the different services and it is tested, later on they will move to the company layer. For entire company or entire product, there will be a common server. So they will push, everyone will push to particular server. Let's say this is my end-to-end testing server, or they will give some appropriate name. For example, this will be we can say a stage environment, or we can say some other, we can give a random name. So every team will deploy their code into their service, and this server should be similar to the production environment. So after performing the end-to-end testing, usually we will send to the production, or there can be a 1 or 2 layer, not more than that. So for example, this is my stage environment, this will be a stage 2, will be almost similar to the production. Why? Because in some company what happens, here there should be some specific team. So this team are working on staging environment. If here they will find any difficulty or any bugs in the integration layer, by that time the developer will again fix the code here. And here this environment may be higher management or stakeholders are using this environment, so they are not going to touch in particular that environment. And once everything is stable here, later on they will push to the production environment. Now as a homework, I will ask you one scenario. You have to understand the scenario and you have to give an answer in the comment section. So let's say day to day we are using a Twitter application, or we are using LinkedIn. So let's take an example of the Twitter. First time, whenever I am going to use the Twitter application, by that time I will log into the application. I will sign up to the application, and then I will log in, and later on I will upload my profile picture, and I will update the information of my profile, and I will start following someone. So this will be my first scenario. First scenario is I will sign up, log in, and I will update my profile picture. This test is done. Now I have to move to the second test. So in my second scenario is I want to search follow and follower option. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to the follow option, I will search the profile and I will follow someone. So this will be my another scenario. So you have to give me answer. If after completing the first scenario, I'm going to the second scenario. By that time, do I need to perform the sign up and login steps or not? You can answer me in the comment section. I hope everything is clear. If you find any difficulty in understanding of the system testing, please ask me in the comment section. So today we are done with the basic concept of the software testing. From tomorrow we will move to the advanced concept, which is a smoke testing, regression testing. We will discuss all the topics in the detail. Thank you so much for your time, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe Fundu Tester. See you tomorrow.